There is a common question coming from students as well as teachers that how to develop focus. And the only answer is practice, practice and practice. The more you practice, the more focus you will develop. You know, our mind is like a horse. It's powerful, runs very fast. So it needs a bridle, it needs a snaffle to get controlled. The more you snaffle it, the more it gets controlled. The more you control your mind, the more your focus will develop. So what you need to practice it, that every time it goes somewhere, bring it back. Every time it wanders, bring it back. Every time it runs, bring it back. So practice will bring your focus back and your concentration back to what you are doing. See, students' life is not a life ultimately. It's a preparatory stage for life. You are preparing for your life at this stage, and there are two tracks. One is the track which gives you pain. Obviously, it demands more hard work, more effort, and the other path is pleasing, that gives you pleasure. So let's talk about the path which gives you pleasure first. So at this stage, what gives you pleasure? If I ask a common man, not even a student or any man, what gives you pleasure? It's mobile. Everybody is having mobile. Mobile is not a problem. The problem is addiction. Addiction to notifications. Addictions to notifications popping out every other minute. What happens? Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp. We have lots of social media platforms these days. So we are more focused on what others are sending us or what others are doing in their lives. So what we call is, this is addiction. Addiction to mobile. And second is intoxication. Intoxication can be in any form, like intake of tobacco, alcohol, or any kind of drug that gives you mental pleasure, the pleasure that relaxes your mind for a moment. So this is the path what we call as pleasing path. And the second path is right path. I'll say right path, yes. Right path that demands more effort. It demands more time of studying from students, particularly obeying elders, teachers, parents, everybody. It demands more focus. So it's up to us which path we are going to choose. The activities which gives us pleasure, that is the path, the track which is more pleasing, the activities which gives us pleasure, we are concentrating ourselves towards that path only. It gives us pleasure for a moment, but what happens is we lose the opportunities. We forget that it is a precious time. It's a time that we can build a platform, that we can build that platform that is helpful for future. I have wasted my precious time. I'm telling you from my own experiences. I have wasted my precious time. The time which could be utilized in building my personality and gaining knowledge, I have totally wasted that time in other things. We did not have mobile phones at that time. Forget about social media. We did not have access to any kind of, social media, mobile, and TV was not also in that much use at that time. So still I wasted my time. I actually regret that I actually wasted my time that I could utilize for gaining more knowledge. I missed opportunities that could develop my personality. So this is all which I am talking with you from my own experiences. We are building a life for ourselves at this age. Students, we are actually, and we have two choices over here. Live the life or just pass the time. What does living the life means? Living the life means to its fullest. Yes, now you will take it another way. Why shouldn't we enjoy? Who is stopping you from enjoying? Enjoy your life, but set some goals. We set goals for ourselves, like long-term goals and short-term goals. Short-term goals are like what I want to do after a month. Like I have exams after a month, after the end of this session I have exams, and my target is that I can want to score so much, this much of marks, and that is my target. And long-term goal is what we envision, how we envision ourselves after 10 years, say 15 years, how we want our life to be. That is long-term goal. So setting up the goal is important. That is the first and the foremost task. And it is easy, obviously. We set goal, we make vision boards, we write our goals, we write our short-term goals, long-term goals. But how many of us fulfill those goals? How many of us make efforts to fill that goal? How many of us? I think only 1% of us. I am included on those 99%. I am telling you that I wasted my time. So setting goals for yourself is important. Plus the process you are choosing to accomplish that goal is also important. If I have set a goal for myself and I try to accomplish it, and I choose a path which I am not at all interested in, so what will I do? I'll leave my goal, I'll leave my process in between, and I'll forget about my goal, or I'll achieve my goal but I'll drain out my energy, I'll lose my mind, I'll lose my focus, I'll lose my concentration. What will happen? The end product is there. Yes, I have achieved the goal, but I'll never be happy with the achievement. I'll never be happy with the process. So setting up goal is important, but the process we choose to achieve that goal is equally important. Plus, instead of focusing on the process, we worry about the results. What will happen in the end? No. With this, what we are doing, we are diverting ourselves from the actual process, from the actual opportunities that we are going to gain, from the knowledge we are going to gain from the process. So what we need to do is, we need to focus on the process. Yes, we are worried about results, but the focus should be more on the process, because learning takes place during the process only, and that learning becomes bedrock for the future. It's not about the grades we get. It's about valuing the process. It's about enjoying the knowledge you are gaining. It's about focus. The more and more you focus, the better you will become. And what happens these days, we are surrounded by lots and lots of gadgets. We have notifications popping out every other second. So what we do is, we keep our phone with ourselves. For example, I'm reading a book. I have a book in my hand, and what happens, phone is there right next to my book. I am reading, but my mind is towards that phone, the notifications popping up. Now what I am doing, I am wasting my time. I am wasting that very time that can be utilized in gaining the knowledge. I am actually not gaining the knowledge which book is going to give me. I lose my focus. I'll distract myself from reading the book which is going to take me to another world, the book that is going to give me a dive into the sea of knowledge. I am just ignoring that book. For what? Just for the sake of people who are doing something or the other thing in their life, and I am more interested in their lives without thinking that if they are ever interested in my life, if they are not, who cares? Why are we caring about our lives? Why are we caring about others' opinion? We just need to focus on what we are doing, on how we are doing anything. But why I am doing this? Just because I am addicted. I am addicted to see the notifications. I am addicted to my mobile. I am addicted to poking my nose into somebody else's life. Why? So it's better to put your energy on a single task. It's better to put your mobile away for a moment when you are doing something productive. It's better to focus. It's better to learn to how to control your mind while you are doing something. So when we talk about focus, when we talk about concentration, the very first thing that I do is, that I'm talking this from my own experiences. So one thing I always suggest everyone, try to wake up early in the morning. When we wake up early in the morning, there are least distractions. There are least chances of notifications popping up from your mobile. You know, in the morning, our mind is like a sponge. It absorbs so much that it cannot absorb in the daytime, because in the daytime our mind is distracted. Our mind actually gets distracted in lots and lots of things around us, and as the day passes, the chances of distractions, you know, they get higher and higher. So it's better to adopt an intelligent way of thinking. So what do I mean by intelligent way of thinking is, do single task at a time, learn to focus, avoid distractions, do not care about what others think of your work or yourself. Focus on your energy, channelize your energy in one direction, in one task that you are doing. Set goal and also decide about the procedure. The procedure you are choosing to achieve your goal is very important. So set the procedure, set the process that you actually love. Do it wholeheartedly. Put your heart and soul into the process. That is how you can develop focus. Without your interest, without your passion in anything, you cannot develop the focus. And again, I am repeating this. The goal may be according to your passion. Yes, we set goals according to our process, according to our passion, according to our interest. But the process to achieve that goal should also be according to our interest. It should not be like we are forcing ourselves, we are forcing our brain, we are forcing our body. That means we are, we are draining our energy. We are mentally and physically drained out at the end of the day while achieving that goal. So it's important to take your life seriously, your task seriously, learn to focus, learn to concentrate. Do one thing at a time. Slow down. Concentrate on one task. Focus on what you are actually doing. Believe in yourself, and you will see that you can change the world and change your life forever.